Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man. What we're looking at now is something that's kind of unique and rare. You don't see a lot of these. It's a Bernina 950 industrial, and sometimes you'll see it called the semi-industrial, but it is a machine that goes into an industrial stand and can be run by an industrial motor, and it's as close to a true industrial as you'll get. I guess you can get away with calling it industrial because the setup and the drive and everything is similar to a Chandler or the Singer ZigZag, the old ones from back in the day, the old black ones. Everything's a copy of, and it's got the bobbin case that snaps in from the rear. It's not a front, it's not a side, it's not a top, it's a rear load. So I tell you about all the ones, the different types of bobbin drop-ins, or the way they load and the hook. Quite a few of the front, very popular in Bernina. A lot of machines have the side load and a lot of the top load, but this is one of the odd ones that loads. The bobbin case actually snaps in from the rear, which means if in the stand you have to tilt it up. It's kind of cumbersome and kind of odd, but it sews really nice and makes a nice stitch. It's a ZigZag, and it's a high-speed ZigZag. I don't have it on my industrial stand because I don't have the camera capacity to get in there, but I have it on a regular Kenmore machine motor, and it'll get up and go pretty good. When it's on a industrial stand, it'll just fly. So you can get a lot of things done real fast. Of course, it has the same thing stitch-wise up here on top, probably about the same as a 930, 830, 930, 1030. The Bernina line, 830, 930, 1030. This is analog. There's no electronics on it. Of course, in the factory, you won't find any electronics unless it's got an automatic lift or stop-start, things like that, or needle up, needle down, but that's rare. It's out there in the high-speed production, but most of the shops that do alterations and quilting and stuff, they don't have a lot of the electronics on the machine itself. They have additional stuff to do it, but not on the actual making the machine run. Of course, it's got a built-in buttonhole or stitch length, stitch width, 3-needle position, just like you'll see in the 830, 930, and it's got the bobbin winder up here on top, and it's got the drop feed. It's a nice little machine. This one came in with some timing issues, and I don't know if it was because something was sewing on. Someone was sewing something really heavy, and that happens in any machine. Every machine had this limitation. You can get thick enough leather under anything to knock it out of time, and that will happen. But if you get one of these, you're gonna get one preferably in a power stand. It'll have the about a 4x2 foot desktop, and it'll have a motor underneath it, maybe a 1/3 horsepower, 1/2 horsepower, maybe a pulse motor, a clutch motor, whatever you want to get. But they are very big, very heavy, very fast, take up a lot of space. And I guess one like this used would probably be, I don't know, about $1,000, maybe $1,200 in a nice stand with a nice motor. But if you can get one of these, I'd recommend it. But it's not, in my mind, a true all-steel industrial. It has some parts in there that can get you in trouble, you know, with not being made out of metal, and that will happen. Anything that's not made out of metal is going to fail. It's just a matter of whether it does it, when it does it, and whether the part is available to repair it. But as far as being a good straight stitch machine, a good zigzag machine, it's a Bernina. So, you know, it's going to be some pretty good stuff. You can quilt with it, do free motion quilting. The lady that has this one, she has the adapter on it, so she can put the Teflon foot, because she's sewing on something I think's got a little drag, maybe a vinyl, something like that, or even some of the shiny leather is finished. It'll have a slick stickiness to it. But the Teflon foot on, when you get the Bernina adapter, you can get any foot your heart desires. Turns out to be a regular low shank, and you don't have to worry about spending the big bucks on Bernina feet, because they're about 40, 50 bucks a pop. So there's ways to do workarounds on that, but it makes a nice stitch. It's a good little machine. Bernina Industrial 950. Thanks.